Well, hello everyone. Hey, it's Shooter. Hey, we're going to go over some primary waves. Just give you a little risk look before I cut out here. Of course, at the end of the presentation, please do review our disclosure. Okay, looking at the S&P, we put in our 3 here. Now we're looking for a 4, about 485. So we see some upside here. Now, I'm going to just say this. This could morph into a broader impulse leg. So we could come back and retest the 50 days. So that gap is good, but gaps with that type of roll to me just sort of implies that, hey, maybe there might be a little downside right there. Throwing up the fibs, however, looks like we are going to squeeze to the upside. So that is supportive of higher prices, of course. So at a 2-second analysis, 45 is on deck. Looking at the NASDAQ. Now we've got a new count on the NASDAQ. This primary wave 2, gives us this new channel to the upside. So we're looking for 50% back on this, which, gives us maybe around 362, maybe. So maybe it does get back to that gap. First, we got to fill the first gap. So, we did not actually clarify that. Actually, we did. Oh, wait, what did we get? High was 387.75, 387.98. Ooh, it was a lower high by pennies. That actually is bearish to me. Well, I would emphasize that the NASDAQ might flush here. So I know that I think it was Peter, just that'll reference I'm speaking specifically. Wait for 360 before you put anything on the NASDAQ. All right, look, just going to run through my primary ETFs. SOX bullish, but we don't have new highs yet. Looks like it's on deck. Maybe 682, maybe next. XLK, 193 next. XLY, maybe 177 next, except for our 2 didn't fill here. Where's our 2? Our 2 did not fill. Let me update this one. Okay. Can the 2. Our next target is 231 on the cycle wave. Looking at XLU. Now, this is the only one that looks bearish. And reason is there's no flight to quality here. So maybe 63 we break down, which would be supportive of the indices. Let's take a look at the dollar. Now, what are we doing on the dollar? We're flushing a little bit, keeping this base. And what are indices doing? They're holding their own. So 102 is a heck of a tailwind for the indices here, folks. All right, let's look at TLT. So 83 is on deck. Nothing's really changed there. And today I'm going to resume where we left off. Going to go with, now we're above the breakout line on XMMO, Invesco, S&P mid-cap momentum. So, Kirk was right. There is a little bit of flow in there. However, we didn't really get above that breakout hold. I mean, it still looks, I think 90 is going to happen. Question is, do we back test the 50-day first? Is my thought. So we're going to print this and throw a copy in chat. Now, YOLO, looks like we're going to break down here. We printed this 285, so now our target is down to 59 cents from here. XSVM, Invesco, S&P small cap value and momentum had a nice candle with the market move. So target right now is 59 with a back test of 53. We need to get above this breakout line here as well, really to confirm the upward leg for me. Now back to XMMO for a second. We wicked up to our B here, and then we rejected price just a little bit. So we do need to get it up and above that. That would be where I'd have a little conviction to the upside. 83.50. Now, Microsoft, we're pushing a little bit after today. I mean, we still could push tomorrow, to be honest with you. When you push, there's nothing that says you're going to just stop. So, it just elevates. RSI doesn't indicate a topping pattern here. So, but I wouldn't be thinking about adding till 353 again. That's the way I would look at Microsoft. So I'm going to throw nothing up there. Maybe, let me throw it in chat because I probably would look at selling some covered calls up here around 410 once we get up to that 396. So we've got our next intermediate wave at 192. Then our primary wave 3 should come in around 213. Really, count hasn't changed at all here. We will post that in chat. Looking at Intel, nice move here. I mean, really, talk about a great recovery. I like it like that, especially that kind of responsive move. Now, this back test, the only challenging thing is we're going to get a decent little back test here, maybe to around 38. If you haven't entered, that's your sign. Here's your sign. Intermediate wave 4. Excuse me. These are now primary waves. Getting my stuff straight. We're not going to see any deep back test here, according to this. Oh, this channel up here. You should probably put a channel on your charts if you don't have one. That's a little less aggressive. So I'm going to leave the next entry long right there at 38. I'm going to print this just as it is. Okay, folks, that's what I'm going to cover today. Great trading. Until next time.